look at Troph. I'm just watching him. Close. But now I've got to go down and completely redo all the mishmash of wiring. I mean, I'll probably just put my foot on something down there and just go. So I think I cleared out a little path, but I don't like it when the computer turns off. That's not the way to do things. To the tune of what a difference a day made. Well, that's what's, yes, what a difference. Raindrops and roses. Right. Well, Mike, I appreciate it. To the tune of what a difference a day made. Okay, we're here. Anybody tuning in for the first time tonight, I want to apologize to you. This is not exactly how things go, although they often go this way. We try to avoid too much chaos, but we've had... Listen, I lost my phone. I unplugged the computer, and I had to start the show. Remember the comedian who used to walk in, and somebody would walk in, he would... what was his name? He would quickly repeat everything that had happened for the last half an hour. Not Jackie Vernon. What was his name? Oh, I remember him. I worked with him in Atlantic City 50 years ago. Oh, what was his name? And he would repeat everything that had happened and do it in a funny way, and people liked it. Anarchy is fun. Okay, listen. Putting Troph over here so he can enjoy the show. I'm going to take my little... I don't really like to move it. And I'm going to pick up my bass. I'm going to play a couple pieces that I've come to like recently. That Tomoko's home. Oh, by the way, Tomoko's home. But Alan, her husband, fell off of the ladder and broke his ankle. So everybody call Alan and tell him you're sorry to hear this. It was on the news tonight that he was fixing a tree, I'm told, and the ladder somehow fell off the ladder and broke his ankle. So I'm sorry, Alan. I'm really sorry. I'm sorry you did that. That's not a good thing to do. And I know you know that now. It was 2 years ago that I actually got hit by a bus, hit by a truck on Riverside Drive. Some gruesome day, I might show you the pictures of me, but my face was all black and blue because his mirror hit me in the head as he went swooping through a red light and banged me. And Alan was the first one, some of the first, Alan, Vito, and Tomoko were the first people here. I spent the night in the emergency room at St. Luke's. I didn't break any bones. Just hurt for a while. It collected nothing other than the medical. Because if you don't break a bone, you might as well stay off the phone. Because if you don't break a bone, you got no case. No moon at all. What a sight. Even lightning bugs have dimmed their light. Stars have disappeared from sight, and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park, and there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight might interfere. Oh, there is no moon at all up above. This is nothing like they told us of. Just to think we fell in love, and there's no moon at all. A bit. Stars have disappeared from sight, and there's no moon at all. Don't make a sound, it's so dark. Even Fido is afraid to bark. What a perfect chance to park, and there's no moon at all. Should we want atmosphere for inspiration, dear? One kiss will make it clear that tonight is right and bright moonlight would interfere. Yes, no moon at all up above. There is nothing this is nothing like they told us of. Just to feel the just to think we fell in love, and there's no moon at all. 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 Oh, I was so distracted during that song because I was looking at my printing, and it's so much like my older brother's printing. And he and I never talked about writing together. We never tried to write the same way. But there are certain parts of this writing that are exactly like his writing. And when I was thinking about that, I could barely think of the song. Obviously, I think you got that impression. Wow. There's one phrase, and there's no moon at all where it looks just like he wrote it, because he's been writing the letters and things of stuff that he writes, and I see his printing a lot. Wow. One thing I noticed about this song was that no moon at all, D minor, ba boo ba A7, doo 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 da da, with a third and a bass, then da, and I was first tempted to go C over F, da 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 da. Then I realized it's D7 over C, da 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 ooh da 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 do dee do do do. Wow, the lead is the A, is the fifth up above, and the bass line is this minor seventh, flatted seventh, dominant seventh. Do da 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 do dee do da da do 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 dee do do da do da. Let me tell you something as we start the show. There's a little something I thought you should know. So I will tell you as we settle into place, it's impossible to sing and play the bass. lovely group of people, you deserve the courtesy of knowing what you can expect of me. I have practiced, but it will not mean a thing, 'cause it's impossible to play the bass and sing. You see, the bass is fretless, it's not like a guitar. On bass you spend your whole life wondering where the hell you are. It's got no little markers, just a fingerboard so bare, and lots of notes which often are not there. And when you start singing, you've got lyrics on your mind, and the notes on bass become impossible to find. To remember lyrics, melody, and bass lines and chords is no less a miracle than Lord's. Is no less a miracle than Lord's. So as I make 1,000 errors, so as I make 1,000 errors, sit there and be kind. Do not throw tomatoes at me. Keep this all in. Do not throw tomatoes at me. Keep this all in mind. Keep this all in mind. Remember, this is serious. Remember, this is art. Remember, this or I will fall apart. Then I'd have to pray to God to come and intercede, and she'd only sit and laugh at my wanton greed. She made the rules for molecules, atoms, time, and space, and she knows it's impossible to sing and play the bass. Do-do-do, bass. What you didn't hear in the opening song, because it was so chopped up and screwed up by my technical, I don't know what I'm not doing well technically, let's put it that way, was that in the song, Chuck DeMonaco, which is the name of it, Bill Crow gets mentioned twice. And it's one of those things, I didn't notice it till after the song was published. I said, wait a minute, I mentioned him in line 7 and he's also in line, so well, perfect, it's perfect. So Bill, you can put that on your laurels, that you're the only bass player mentioned twice in the song Chuck DeMonaco. It was by accident, but I'm glad it happened. A lot of good bass players in there, and I have not written one since because, first of all, I don't know all the young bass players, and there were bass players who were a little bit pissed that they weren't involved in that. And I realized that wasn't a good thing to do, and I wish I hadn't done it. But I did it. And now I play it anyway, because George Stella, false alarm. George Stella, audio back. George Stella, merci Bill. George Stella. All being called to dinner. Yaha. Tomoko's, George Stella, you're on a roll there. Tomoko is married. I'm sorry, Tomoko. I'm sorry, George. I know what a blow that is to you. But it's true. It's true. She is married. I could find my little picture. Come on now. There you go. Is anybody having difficulty with their picture? I'm doing all kinds of. I is quietly proud. I is quietly proud that you're even in my song. I is quietly proud that I know you. I is quietly proud. Thank you. I just thought I'd mention it because it's funny. I don't remember doing it on purpose. But no, now I think about it. I remember I did, but I needed another O rhyme. And O is the easiest word to rhyme. And Bill Crow, Chuck DeMonaco, no, that wouldn't work. And recently I've been listening to the rap lyrics, and they will find words that rhyme in the middle but not at the end, like words and occurs. And I'm thinking about it more and more. I realize there's nothing wrong with writing like that. You sort of hear it. If your ear has gotten tuned to to what Sondheim calls perfect rhymes, words and birds and turds, then that's what you want. But if your ear isn't really accustomed to that, you don't need it. And it gives you a lot more freedom to tell your story, and especially in rap when there's so much happening, so many lyrics, that it's easier to make them semi-rhyme. By the middle, they take a middle vowel and they make it rhyme. Antelope and can't express myself or something, I don't know. But the good thing is to put that aside and then to listen to what they're actually talking about. What are they really saying? And some of it is gorgeous. Some of it, like most other songs, is not particularly meaningful. But some of it is very, very meaningful and a real insight into what African Americans are thinking, feeling, and their lives. And it should be taken very seriously. Because, I know, the poets can scream and yell at me. But for poetic reasons alone, only for the technical poetic stuff. But the message is powerful. Anyway, where was I? And then somebody told me I did a concert back when we did concerts. Somebody said, "Well, that's like original rap. That's like how the rap used to be. You're just writing rap with jazz." And I go, "Yeah, okay." And the first rap with jazz song I wrote. I write way too many words, which is why nobody is ever going to make. They're just not going to cover them. They try occasionally if I write something simple. But I rarely write something simple. I've written a couple simple songs, and they have gotten recorded. You beat my dog, you eat my frog, you drink up all my gin. You bad moon, you sleep till noon, and you never tell me where you've been. I buy your clothes, I fix your nose, I steal your ruby rings. You break the rules, you pee in pools. You do outrageous things. Now that is poetry. Here's a nice song. I did this once before, and I loved it. And I'm going to do it again. You are the promised kiss of springtime. It makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest thing I know, the dearest things I know are what you, the dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I know that moment will divine, when all the things you are mine. Now imagine I'm just going to sing it for the first time. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long, long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know or what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. Try it up again a bit. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lovely winters seem long to be. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel. You are the angel glow that lights the star. The dearest things I know are what you are. Someday my happy arms will hold you, and someday I know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. No, that's almost the one key. Let me say. I'll try an F. You are the promised kiss of springtime that makes the lonely winter seem long. You are the breathless hush of evening that trembles on the brink of a lovely song. You are the angel, you are the angel glow that lights a star. The dearest things I know are what you are. And someday, and someday, and someday, someday, I know that, and someday, my heartbeat, my happy arms will hold you, and someday, I know that moment divine when all the things you are mine. A lot to work on in that song. I'm glad I recorded it so it can be played forever and people can sing it. I struggled, but I was singing it in D minor. Singing it in D minor, thinking that that was a good key for it. And then I went back to the original key. Hi, Bo. How are you, Bo? I'm here struggling. Everybody know Bo Leonhart. She's my younger sister. Just a child. She's a child. And she's tutoring my grandson in math. And is he getting it? Wow. Wow. And 7th grade math is far more complicated than what I went through at, where was I, St. Mary's Parochial School in Baltimore. I don't remember it being anything. Statistics, algebra, 7th grade. Well, they didn't expect as much of us back then. We just dolting young boys struggling through life. We didn't have the internet. We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have cars. We didn't have food. We had air, not enough water. It was difficult days. What was it? I walked uphill to school. Walking to school was uphill both ways. Something like that. Hello, Bo. I'm sitting here dribbling Bo. Entertainment. Somebody do something. Listen, I'm just going to do a much younger, thank you. Much younger. Did you walk uphill through mud pipe? Howard, Howard, I didn't get the rest of it. I wonder what I just picked a button. Mud pies, just as I wrote it, you said. What, you mean walking uphill both ways to school? That's how bad it was. Delete, no, I don't want to delete that comment. I delete nothing. I pressed a little button next to your comment, John, and it said, delete? Edit? Are you kidding? Yeah, just as I wrote it, you said. While growing up, we all struggled. How'd you struggle, Stephen? What was the problem in your life? What did you have to do? I know. And to clean the Mercedes. I know. We grew up, we all struggled with black and white television. Oh, wasn't that terrible? Ed Sullivan not in color, and we knew it. I knew this is not color television. I'm not going to watch television until it's color. And then in 1948, 49, was about when they started fooling with color television. And I think they got it. When I was your age, yes, thank you. When I was your age. That's a good song, When I Was Your Age. When I Was Your Age. When I Was Your Age. Well, I'll tell you what, my wife is getting ready for dinner, and I'm sort of discombobulated after my ferocious start, unplugging my computer. I've got to work on it. I'm coming back tomorrow night with a rib-snorting show, and I'm telling you, I finally solved the internet problem in hope. I got a company called Service Electric to install Pro Internet. I don't know what Pro Internet is going to cost, but their fastest internet costs the same as this one here. Pro is probably going to be $110 a month. I'll take it. I'll do it. So I can broadcast anytime I want from out there. My daughter, Carolyn, can teach. She teaches at the City University. We can take classes. We can do anything we want. We'll have Pro. I hope it works. Listen, with that, it's great to see you all. When I was your age, I was a dead. Sing along tomorrow, yes. Sing along tomorrow, Steve. They tasted awful. What were they? Mud pies, I see. It's such small portions. What a song. When I was, oh, you did. I went away. It's time. Christopher Lensford, bravo. Christopher, you're very kind. You're all very kind. I do hope to see you all tomorrow.